Hi. A partial map of a town is drawn on a graph where units are measured in feet. Line HL, this one right here, represents Main Street, and line CM, this one right here, represents 4th Avenue. Point L represents the library. Point C is the center of town. Point H represents the high school. And point M represents the medical center. And we're going to answer these 4 questions. So for the first one, it says, find the distance between the medical center and the high school. So let's draw where that is. That's this line right here. Since it's a constant slope, we can just measure it by subtracting our x's. So our x here is 900 minus, as you come down here, 200. So that would be 700 feet. So that one we got lucky on. All right, then we're going to go to B. It says, how far is the medical center from the center of town along 4th Avenue? So we're going along 4th Avenue, which is going through here. And how far is that distance? Now that we're going to have to use the distance formula. And the distance formula is the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So we can call the points whatever we want. Let's start with the medical center. The medical center, that is, the x is 900 and the y is 300. And the center of town, that point is 500 for x and y is 600. And I'm just going to call the center is 0.1, and I'll call the medical center 0.2. So I'm going to subtract like that. So basically the distance is going to be square root of, 900 minus 500 squared plus 300 minus 600 squared. And that's going to give you 400 squared plus negative 300 squared. Now, when you square all that out, you're going to get the square root. Don't forget that when you square the negative, it's going to turn positive. 250,000. And when you take the square root of that, you get 500, and that would be in feet. So the answer is 500 feet for that. So I'm going to put that there. It's 500 feet. Now what they want you to do is find, as we go along, the distance from the medical center to the library, but along this path. So they want us to go from here to the center, then to the library. So we already have the first distance, and we have to find the distance between the center and the library. So the center is 500, 600, and the library is 700, 800. And let's just call the library 0.1, and the center of the street, or the center of town, is 0.2. Use your distance formula. So, well, let's do the opposite. So I'm going to call this 0.2, 0.1. Nope, go back. I just don't like dealing with negatives, so I don't have to. So this is going to be 0.2, 0.1. So that's going to be 700 minus 500 squared plus 800 minus 600 squared, which gives you square root of 200 squared plus 200 squared. And when you put that in the calculator, you get approximately 282.84. It's set to the nearest foot, so we're going to round that up to 283. So now what we have to do is, this is 500 here, this is 283, so you add those up and you get the total. 500 feet plus 283 feet equals 783 feet. And is 4th Avenue perpendicular to Main Street? That's a no. We haven't even done the slope, but it's not marked as perpendicular. Since it's not marked as perpendicular, we don't know. So that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.